Rules for this chapter. Rule 3. Command with presence. Let your silence speak louder than words. How composure becomes currency. Rule stated. Presence is composure made visible. The room reads you before it hears you. Elite case example. At a private dinner in Paris, one woman spoke the least and was remembered the most. She arrived on time, moved slowly, listened deeply, and never rushed to fill silence. By the end of the evening, the most powerful guest asked to be seated beside her at the next event. Mentor anecdote. Noise is what people use when they have not yet learned how to hold power quietly. CS quote. Original chapter connection. Focused attention, summarizing, clarifying questions, and emotional reflection create trust and reveal hidden motives. Power move. The 3-second pause. Before responding to an important question, breathe, hold for a beat, and answer only when your tone is settled. This instantly raises your perceived authority. Luxury red flags. Over-talking to prove value, nervous laughter, constant self-explanation, fast speech that reveals anxiety. Red flags. If your body enters the room apologetically, your words will spend the rest of the interaction trying to recover. How to deal with them. Slow down everything by 10%. Your walk, your gestures, your response time, your blinking, your tone. Reverse of the rule. A woman who cannot hold silence gives away information too early and authority too cheaply. Audit or ritual. The elite listening drill. In your next 3 important conversations, ask one better question than usual and summarize one answer back clearly before offering your own view. Reflection. The best listeners are often mistaken for magicians. CS quote. Next chapter. Master the subtle art of listening. Turn curiosity into influence. Listening as a form of leverage. Rule stated. Listening collects leverage without aggression. Elite case example. A high-end consultant won a long-term private client not by impressing him with stories, but by asking precise questions and remembering everything. He later admitted she was the first person in years who made him feel genuinely heard instead of managed. Mentor anecdote. The loud woman gets attention, the listening woman gets access. CS quote. Original chapter connection. Focused attention, summarizing, clarifying questions, and emotional reflection create trust and reveal hidden motives. Power move. Use the mirror summary technique. After a client explains something important, summarize it back in a cleaner, sharper sentence. This makes people feel understood at a premium level. Luxury red flags. Interrupting to prove intelligence. Asking shallow questions out of habit. Talking past emotional cues. Missing what is being implied. Red flags. If you regularly misunderstand people's priorities, you are probably speaking too early and listening too shallowly. How to deal with them. Replace the impulse to impress with the discipline to understand. Reverse of the rule. The woman who does not listen ends up responding to the wrong problem and missing the real opportunity. Audit or ritual. The elite listening drill. In your next 3 important conversations, ask one better question than usual and summarize one answer back clearly before offering your own view. Reflection. The best listeners are often mistaken for magicians. CS quote. Next chapter. Master the subtle art of rapport. Make every connection count. Trust without overavailability. Rule stated. Rapport is trust built without self-erasure. Elite case example. A private advisor built a high-value clientele by remembering personal details, following through flawlessly, and never forcing familiarity. Her clients described her as warm, elegant, and impossibly easy to trust. Mentor anecdote. Real rapport does not beg to be liked. It makes being remembered inevitable. CS quote. Original chapter connection. Rapport grows through empathy, observation, consistency, and your ability to make people feel both understood and well handled. Power move. Keep a discrete relationship ledger for meaningful clients. Preferences, communication style, personal details, key known boundaries, key dates or concerns. Luxury red flags. False warmth that feels transactional. Overfamiliarity too early. Remembering nothing, making every interaction feel generic. Red flags. If people enjoy you but do not return, your rapport may be pleasant but not memorable. How to deal with them. Raise the quality of your attention, not the quantity of your availability. Reverse of the rule. The woman who does not rapport ends up becoming interchangeable no matter how polished you appear. Audit or ritual. After every meaningful interaction, write down one detail that will matter later. Use it with elegance, never theatrics. Reflection. Connection is remembered in details. CS quote. Next chapter. Cultivate mystery. Be known, never fully understood. Selective disclosure as strategy. Rule stated. Overexposure turns value common. Elite case example. A woman with a carefully curated public image revealed almost nothing personal online, never posted in real time, and kept her emotional life entirely private. She became known not only as elegant, but as expensive because she felt unconsumed. Mentor anecdote. Mystery is not vagueness, it is disciplined withholding. CS quote. Original chapter connection. Clients are drawn to presence that feels composed, layered, and not instantly downloadable. Power move. The 3-layer method. Public self, private self, sacred self. Not every audience gets all 3. Luxury red flags. Real-time oversharing. Posting emotional states publicly. Telling intimate details too soon. Letting access replace intrigue. Red flags. If strangers know your routines, moods, or private relationships, your mystery is broken. How to deal with them. Raise the quality of your attention, not the quantity of your availability. Reverse of the rule. The woman who does not mystery ends up becoming interchangeable no matter how polished you appear. Audit or ritual. After every meaningful interaction, write down one detail that will matter later. Use it with elegance, never theatrics. Reflection. Connection is remembered in details. CS quote.